Hello guys, this is Rock here, and again I'm here with some different kind of gameplay, and I have a Thanatos, which is the hero one, the Hangover, with 3 ERLLs, an ECM and that rocket punch arm. it's like a gimmick, it's not very useful, but back then when I was first started experimenting with this mech, using ERLLs, I had the arm, and this is one of the first footages I got. You know, after this match, I was like, aha, this build works good on this Hangover. Honestly, I bought this mech a couple of months ago, I think 7 or 8 months, probably last summer. But I just couldn't find a decent build for this. I thought it could be a, a SRM brawler, but no, this thing is too squishy to brawl, even though it has 5 energy and 5 missile hard points, and it's a 75 tonner, so 10 hard points on a 75 tonner with jump jets, ECM, it looked good. But no, this thing is just too squishy to, get very close to the enemy. So I tried a couple of, large pulse builds, SRM builds, streak builds, all kinds of different builds, but none of them felt good, and I just stopped playing with this mech. But as I said, I'm looking for something new, a different kind of gameplay, and large douchebaggery is definitely a viable gameplay in this game. And yeah, the Hangover turns out to be a really good mech for this, because as I said, it's a 75 tonner, and you can have ECM, so at range they can target you, and it's a 75 tonner, so you get to have lots of hit sinks, so you can be hit efficient as well. So and if you get the map for it, which this map is really nice for ERLLs, you can just do a ridiculous amount of damage to the enemy. It's very annoying for the enemy, they can't leave cover, and with ERLLs you can just keep disarming them, work on weak points. It's not very, eventful kind of gameplay. It's not very action packed. You just, shoot at red turtles at range. Again, I don't really enjoy this kind of gameplay for a long while. I can't keep doing this, but it's actually kind of relaxing to do this after for a while. And as I said, it's effective, it's annoying. The enemy is basically running in the middle like headless chickens while I just farm them. And I outrange them, I outrange most of them, so they can't really shoot back at me. Even I outrange some of the ballistics, and I can still be effective at this range. And this guy, I disarmed him. Basically only LRMs can touch you at this range, and they can't target you. So
target destroyed. New target
yeah,
acquired. Target spotted.
It's 4-4 in this match, and I'm very cautious. I don't want anyone sneaking up on me. I don't want any lights to come bite my ass. I see the Supernova again. His torso is very weak. I couldn't get it though. And looks like a Vulcan there. Yeah, one thing with the ERLLs is they don't really hit very hard, because they have a longer burn time and their damage isn't really fantastic for that burn time. I think they burn for 1.5 seconds and the damage is 9. And they produce a tons of hits, so even on this map, and I think I have like 17 hit sinks in this, if I remember right. It's just not enough.
New target acquired. Artillery strike activated.
Again.
Heat level critical.
if the enemy exposes themselves, I just keep farming, you know. And it's actually
Heat level
you feel
critical.
like you're doing something. I mean, you keep getting components, but obviously you're also a 75 tonner that's away from the battlefield. Those are 75 tons of, you know, tons of worth of armor that's not being put to use to, you know, tank the enemy.
Heat level
So
critical.
you rely on your teammates to do the tanking and distracting. This Vulcan looks like he wants to come for me. No, he's open torso, so I'm not really scared. He can chase me. I'll just get rid of him very
Target
fast.
destroyed.
So it's 9-5, and we are winning very decisively. Just wondering where the rest of the guys
Target
are.
acquired.
Okay, we see the Thunderbolt again. He's open everywhere. I get his left torso. Can we get to the right one? Not
Target
really.
destroyed. New
Somebody else
target
gets him.
acquired.
Supernova, I think. We get his torso again. He disappears inside the crashed dropship. Okay, it's 10-5. Just 2 guys left. Supernova and something else. Now, what could it be? I'm just looking for him to appear again. But nope. So this... Oh, wait. Wait, what's that?
Acquired.
Oh no, it's a piranha. Use the rockets. But I can't really hit him. He's just too small, too fast for the rockets. I got 2 left. Can't hit him. Alright, we're gonna use the lasers now. So that's like 5 tons worthless against lights. So that's what tends to happen in these ER large mechs. You tend to get
Destroyed.
rushed by lights or, you know, fast mechs. So I think I considered using streaks in this to deter lights. So they want, if they come for me, I will just streak them to death. Otherwise, I'll just keep using ER larges. So that's an option. But on this mech, if you take 5 streak 2s, that's just 7.5 tons of, you know, tonnage, and you can't really afford it in this mech. So the best build on this mech for ER larges is, I think, XL 350, 23 heat sinks without, so you have to sacrifice Endo to get 23 heat sinks, and then just keep using the 3 ER larges, and it becomes a very heat efficient mech no matter the map. And I actually have the footage for that, and I'll just show you in a minute, but I just wanted to show you this map first. So yeah, that was a lot of, you know, long range ER large douchebaggery. And we farmed them really good, so we get 1k damage, 1 kills only, but lots of assists. So yeah, it's definitely effective, but let's see what else we can do with it.
Reactor online.
Okay, so
Sensors
now we are on
online.
Canyon, which is, you know,
Online.
not very ideal for ER larges.
All systems nominal.
But as you can see, I fixed my builds. I changed it to the build I was talking about. So 3 ER larges, 23 heat sinks, which is
25%.
just amazing for 75 tonner. So what do you need to do to be effective with ER large builds on this on these, you know, smaller NASCAR type maps? So what you do here is you use the NASCAR to your advantage, to be you know, honest. You let them NASCAR, but you put yourself in such a position that they can't really afford to come get you. So because if you put an obstacle between you and them, they will just keep NASCARing even though you're shooting them, because they know that if they stop and try to get you, they will be left behind and your team will get them. So they just ignore you and keep NASCARing. That's what I noticed in
New
pugs.
target
And I certainly have been, you know, a victim of this kind of exploitative ER larging, or, you know, what I call, you know, side shooting. So I'm just staying back, ER larging them as they come out of their spawn. I outrange them, so it's just free damage to me. And I have advanced to zoom this time, but now it's getting too hot for me. Now I am the only mech that's in view. I'm the only mech they can see. So what do we do? What did I say? Just put an obstacle behind you, between you and them, so it will make it very hard for them to, you know, come get you. Or, as I said, they will be left behind if they come and get you. So we stay here for now. I see the quarantine. I don't really want him to rush me, because I only have 3 ERLLs. I'm basically helpless against any kind of MRM or SRM build. So I put on the canyon between me and them, and I go up to the bridge just in case they really want to rush me. And this is a nice position, but nope, nobody's coming. So actually it was a mistake to jump down. But I really got scared of that quarantine, so we are gonna go back and start zapping them. And I think they forgot about me by now. See, now everybody's fierce to NASCA'ring, and I'm just gonna farm them while they're being engaged by our team. They can't really come get me because my team is in the way. So the only choice they have is keep NASCARing, and I think it's a really an interesting concept of, you know, playing this game, since the NASCAR meta is very dominating right now. So this takes the NASCAR and you know, and it's like an antidote for NASCAR. They have to keep NASCARing, but you don't have to, and they just let you farm them. It's really incredible. They're just doing the merry-go-rounds in front of you, and you just farm them. Granted, it's not always, you know, ridiculous amount of damage playing this build, but it's very heat efficient now. As you can see, I'm not really overheating. In the last match, I was overheating a lot more, and despite being a cold map, I wasn't very heat efficient. But now on Canyon, I'm not overheating. So it's 7-7, and I think I'm kind of left behind now. So I'll try to move in, see if I can get them. Nope. Can't see them anymore. So we move back in. That was some shooting, but you know, it wasn't a monster match at all. I just wanted to show you this footage to demonstrate that this works in NASCAR maps as well, this kind of build. And all you have to do is place yourself in a very inconvenient position for the enemy, and they will most likely not come and try to get you. Instead, they will just keep moving.
New target acquired.
Halfway there.
Alright, so
Target destroyed.
we are victorious. They all died. 3 kills. I'm happy. It was it worked out. But let's see how it does on another map, maybe a hotter one. So we are on Tourmaline now, and this is also a very NASCAR map, but I have the good spawn for this mech. So we're just gonna perch on these crystals up there and just farm them.
At 25%.
And I can already see them coming out of spawn, and I can already shoot them. So this is what the ER large build allows you. It allows you to be out of range of the enemies and just keep farming them. Now this guy has AC2, so he also has a lot of range. So, and I look at my armor and I think, okay, I'm not trading well. And there's somebody else on the left.
Acquired.
Oh, it's a dyer with AC2s too. So my left torso got a bit orangey, and I'm actually quite surprised that they could out DPS me at that range. But yeah, AC2s have a lot of range, and I got unlucky, I guess. But anyway, so I'm on the perch again. This is a very inconvenient position for them. I'm trying to engage the ones behind, so
New
not
target
close to me.
acquired.
There's an Anansi behind.
Artillery strike online.
Target spotted.
I thought there might be
New
more
target
coming, but it's just
acquired.
Anansi, so try to move in to get the kill and help this Nightgyre. He just places a UAV, but I can't get it. So back to the perch we go.
Negative.
And in the meanwhile, there's a NASCAR
Target
going
spotted.
on, and they all have their backs turned to me.
New
So
target
it's just
acquired.
free farming.
Artillery strike online.
Obviously, some of them do notice me.
Activated.
I
Spotted.
put my arty down. I think it's in a good position.
Acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
And I think that Anansi put an UAV above me, so my ECM is not working and they're all engaging me. Again,
New target acquired.
they got caught between our NASCAR team and me. And this is just, again, relaxed shooting
New
them with the
target
back.
acquired.
It's an interesting type of gameplay for sure. But yeah,
New
Target
target
spotted.
acquired.
there are other ways to use a 75 tonner. For example, if I were an Orion, I would be
New target acquired.
at the front of that NASCAR in the face of the enemy, tanking damage. But I think the Tannies, you have to use them like this because they are very squishy. All of them are.
Heat level critical.
So you gotta play them like ranged,
New
not
target acquired.
snipers. I don't want to call them
Heat
snipers,
level
but
critical.
you have to play them ranged. And don't get too close.
target
I'm just farming
acquired.
them at the moment. And it's 9 to 2, so
Heat level
I think
critical.
my ECM is disabled, so Spider is around.
Target destroyed.
I don't know how that Spider is disabling my ECM. I think that guy has Beagle. Beagle active probe in a Spider. And it boggles my mind that he puts
Away
an
there. Keep it up.
Beagle in a spider, especially the Anansi, because in Anansi you have a lot of hard points and you have to use them to do damage. So it's just crazy to think that he wasted 1.5 tons on Beagle, but he did anyway.
Fuel at 25%.
So
We almost have it. Hold on for just a little longer. Need assistance.
that's the game done. I think we will get the circle before he dies. There he is again.
Acquired.
Command is happy to hear of your
And we
success
win.
and achievements on the surface.
So that was a short demonstration of this kind of gameplay and a decent build for the Hangover, in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time.